What's going on, guys? Thank you so much, I mean so much, for reaching this number I never thought I'd reach. 5,000 subscribers. That's a pretty big number, honestly. It's a pretty huge milestone I'd like to consider. I mean, I know there's people who have more, less, whatever, but for me, I think this means a lot to me. These are always numbers I don't think I'd have ever reached, and when I started, I never considered them an actual goal. I think when I first started, I was like, if I can reach 100 views, that'd be probably, like, the best I'd hope for, because, well, back when I started, I really didn't, like, know how growth would happen and whatnot. It's just like, this looked fun, let's try it out. And it's really kind of cool how the hobby can develop such like this. Now I always get tons of feedback, and people really enjoy my content, and I enjoy doing it just as much. So because of that, I want to do another stream like I did for the Christmas one. So, on January the 6th, which is a Sunday, I would like you to join me around 8 p.m. Mountain Time, which I believe is 7 Pacific. I will be doing a stream on Twitch TV. Of course, I will upload a video on YouTube when I start, but this is just a heads up. I will be doing mostly a Minecraft stream and maybe a PlayStation Allstar one, if there's time. And, of course, it's going to be open for anyone who wants to join. I do have a limit of around 10 people I can have on my server. It's not a big server or nothing. I don't have, like... I'm not, like, paying for one or have like, a port forwarding one or nothing. It's just a small Hamachi server. In the future, I wouldn't mind having one of those servers, but I'm working with what I got for now. So, as usual, as last time, when the stream starts up and I have everything ready, I'll post the info in the chat on the stream on Twitch. Then you can join, and whoever the first 10 are to join are in there. And, you know, maybe after a couple hours, I'll say, let's switch it up and get some new people in. Just so we all get a chance to play, because I had a blast playing with some of you last time. It's going to be on the same map, so whoever was with me last time, yeah, all that stuff is going to be around still, for the most part. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. That was a really awesome milestone. That stream was fun. This one's going to be great, too. This one will probably go very late into the night, mostly because I'm transitioning back on the graveyard shifts, which I pretty much got to switch up my sleep schedule, so that requires me to stay up really late for a few days to get kind of back into the swing of things. So I figure this is a good way to, one, have a little celebratory thing, and two, well, help me stay up more, because honestly, when you're staying up for like 10, 12 hours later than you normally do, it's really hard to keep yourself busy. So a stream would be the perfect thing, playing games with all of you. That sounds like a perfect plan. That was number one I want to talk about. Number two would be the special project I announced at the end of the stream. Some things happened, and I kind of changed my mind on what I wanted to do, because what I originally wanted to do was start this thing on January the 1st, but thinking back, I thought it'd be a better idea to finish up some current stuff first, and then go play that by week and see how I'm doing, and then go from there, which right now, I can safely say recording-wise, One Piece is done, Ratchet and Clank is done, so Rune Factory and Kingdom Hearts 2 should be back next week, sometime. I don't have an estimate on which day they'll be back, but they will be recorded next week for sure. Then I'll have those up and running, and then either when one of those finishes or I have a decent backlog, I'll start the mystery game, which is Scribblenauts Unlimited for the Wii U. I played an hour of this game, and it was fun. I had a blast. This game is awesome. It's creative. It's a really kind of unique kind of game, and it's something that's really enjoyable, and I really want to play. And I really want to, like, upload videos of it, because it's really creative. And I love these kind of games that have a little unique aspect, where you can kind of do your own thing to an extent. It really makes the playing experience more enjoyable. So that's another thing to look out for. So this year so far is kicking off with a bang. Between that and reaching 5,000 subscribers, I've got a good thing going. I know last year I didn't get as much done as I wanted to. For a while, my uploads weren't very consistent. My recording wasn't very consistent, but what had happened was I had got my workload at work kind of doubled for the most part, and I had a lot more work, and I worked a lot more overtime. And the reason why I did this is because I would be able to put a lot of money away, So then I could save for this year, like, I want to go to PAX Prime, which is, for the most part, paid for, because I got the money put aside. I also want to do a couple other things, so that's why I saved up a bunch of money and kind of worked my butt off. But this year, I'm going to take it a little slower at work a little more on my schoolwork, which has been going pretty well. So then it'll leave me more time for myself, more time to record. And so far, my days off have kind of been together, which is unusual. So, the likelihood of more streams is probably a yes. I'm not going to set anything in stone because my schedule does change week to week, which, might be changing in this next month because I got a promotion, but the promotion might require me to go to another place, and depending on where that is, well, I don't know, because I don't feel like tripling my commute or nothing like that for not much more money. I'm sure we can all kind of understand that. It'd be a waste of time. But that's another thing I want to talk about. So this year I'm going to try to come off strong. I want to break 2,000 uploads. I'm at 1806, I believe, as of speaking currently. Maybe 1807, because I believe I already got a video up today. This will be probably 1808, but that's another thing I want to reach. Now I'm going to hit that one hard. I'm going to go at it with a bang. Teach that number a lesson. Then sometime this year I'm hoping to muster up the confidence to kind of show my face. That webcam I ordered still didn't come here. I'm going to consider that probably I'm just going to refund that and buy another one. Because it was like $20 off because of Boxing Day, but apparently I got ripped off or something. I'm also waiting for a couple other things to ship, but those really aren't related to YouTube and that. It's just kind of something I want to do in my spare time, but if I'm confident enough, I might show that stuff off. But for now, I'm just going to say don't worry about that. Don't worry about it at all. Heh. Also, the next thing I want to talk about is, I believe on the 16th or so, that's my 3-year anniversary. That'll be 3 long years of doing this YouTube thing. I gotta say, the time passes by pretty fast. One thing I never expected starting off is the kind of friends you make, the community you get involved into. It's really nice, People are friendly. If you're willing to talk to others, you can really, meet some pretty cool guys like, the Otaku Syndicate I met, Blue, Skyface, Creed. Those are some pretty cool guys. Definitely. And man, the times I've had with them have been awesome. Then I also met Brock Cold. He's been a viewer for a while. And there's also a couple other people, who I met through YouTube videos, who I do talk a great deal amount on Skype and that. And I'm usually open to talking with, people because, You really don't expect to make such good friends on the internet. At least, it's kind of weird. Some friends you make on the internet are almost better than the ones you have in real life. Because, everyone around you is not always going to share some common interests. But that's what makes the world interesting, people liking different things. That's another really important thing I'm looking for. As of right now, I don't have anything specific planned. I got a couple things, but I have to put my faith in Canada Post, which I kind of don't want to do, so I'm not going to say anything about that yet. We all know the track record with Canada Post. I remember when I bought my mic stand. I still have it. It looks like it's been chucked around. It was so broken, the box was destroyed. It was ridiculous. So whenever I have no choice but to go through them, I kind of just say, I want to do this, but it's probably not going to happen. That's another thing I want to talk about, so I believe that's it. Let's see. 5,000 subs, the stream, the anniversary, what's going to be going on this year? Yep, for the most part that is. Outside of Scribblenauts Unlimited, I don't really have any other impulse games I want to start. I call it an impulse game because it's something that breaks the schedule because of my sheer interest in the game. Which is what this is. I mean, there's probably going to be other games that come out this year that might kind of happen as well. That's why I'm going to try to keep it down to 1 or 2 games I'm currently doing. So then if I do have an impulse game I know is coming out soon that I might want to do, then, there's not really any giant consequence of doing it. Because this year I did a lot of impulse games, and a lot of them I shouldn't have done. And then my schedule kind of didn't work too well with it. But yeah, you learn from your mistakes pretty much. You keep moving forward. So for the most part, that's been it. Like always, I hope you enjoyed the video, talking about everything. I hope to see you Sunday for the stream. I appreciate every single subscriber, like, whatever, on my channel. It means the world to me. I mean, this is something I had tried on a whim when I was done playing MMOs for a while, and it turned out to be something I completely adore. I wouldn't give it up for the world. I mean, whenever you try a new hobby, you don't know what you're getting into. You see someone doing it, you don't know if it's for you, but then it just becomes something you love so much you wouldn't give it up for anything. This is something I don't intend to stop anytime soon, and I probably won't stop for the longest time, because I imagine, like, I'll be a gamer for a significant amount of time, like I already have been, so I don't see my interest for this kind of hobby and interest for, like, talking to myself while playing games, for the most part, waning or fading. This is a pretty cool hobby. It's a pretty fun thing to do. You meet some cool people. You get to see a lot of different stuff. It's something that really, really mixes it up. So, as always, I'll see you next time. Hope to see you Sunday. Have yourselves a good one.